feel like I've been streaming a little bit less in general. I've just it's been a lot going on, which is great. You know, being busy is awesome, but sometimes I only have so much time in a day. So right now, well, I'll tell you about it when we jump to face cam. But I just finished a really big project, so now I feel like I'm freed up a bit, which is great. What up, Spoomiac? Beetle, come mountain biking with me. Where do you live at? Sure. Where do you live at? Do you live in Florida? I would 100%. Seattle? I got some cool news. Well, I don't know how much I can actually leak. You're in the farthest possible point of the country from me, but, well, let me get into this. Let me get into this here. Will you be responding to YOLO's diss? Yeah, now that I have freed up some time with a project that I was working on, I probably will reply to YOLO's diss. But, sometimes you gotta get them when they least expect it. And right now he's expecting it. Do you know what I mean? Right now he's expecting it. And it's during a time that I just can't, I just have not had any time to do it. Okay. I'm gonna hop to main here, so get ready for a jump scare, okay? It's actually the first time that I dressed up for a stream in a while, because it's the big return. Jump scare warning. In 3, 2. Oh, see? That's what I meant by get them while they least expect it. Let's sip on this. Nobody expects you to release it on a 2. What's happening, guys? Oh, shit! Good heavens. I pissed my pants. Oh, God. I have to say, based Seattle. Well, okay, I can't really say it yet. Some of you guys in chat may already be aware of this, but I can't confirm anything that's seriously happened. But I'm going to tell you, alright? I was just working on a project. I was contacted by, let's say, a pretty large entity contacted me and wanted me to do some illustration work for them, which I can't really get more specific than that. And yeah, and so I just finished that project. It was actually due today, and I finished it on Sunday because I'm a fucking beast. But yeah, that my part of the job is totally done, and yeah, now they have the art that I did for them. It was okay. The only thing that I will tell you, because it's not so much of a spoiler, is that it was 14 illustrations, and I had like a week to complete them. What up, Knackles? What's happening, dog? So yeah, so I had a week to complete these like 14 illustrations, and so I definitely had my work cut out for me. But I went beast mode. First of all, I'm never not in beast mode, so it was easy enough to complete. And then it wasn't easy, but it was fun, and it was a cool project. So I wish I could tell you more about what it is, but I don't want to like say it just yet, because I think it probably will be posted at, I'm assuming at the latest, like Monday or Tuesday of next week, but it might be even sooner than that. So 14 is crazy. Hope you got that bag. Let's just say, yeah, it was awesome. 14 illustrations is not a project that I would normally say yes to, unless it was like either the price was right or it was like a crazy opportunity, or both. And in this case, I'm happy to report it was a great opportunity. And yeah, so normally no, but it was Elon Musk. I really am not even just saying this. If Elon Musk asked me for an illustration, I would say no on principle. Unless he literally offered me like one of his $1 billion, I would probably, then I'd be like, you sick bastard. Okay. I already stole all 14 pieces and uploaded them to my Gumroad to be purchased at $20 a print. No! So anyway, all this is to say, I'm back on my regular grind. The other thing that's been going on that Twitch just served you 5 ads on a platter. Good gracious. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope they were good advertisements at least. Really, why? You hit Mr. Diamond Mines, pushes up glasses. I think you mean Emerald Mines. They gave you 6. I would do it for like 5 digits. It depends. There are, as an artist, there are certain guidelines, so I have some strict guidelines about what I would actually do as a commission. Some of it is content, like honestly on principle, not because I couldn't or not because I have any problem with people who do it, but because it would be really cringe if I did it. I wouldn't do any like not safe for work stuff. But that's a personal thing. It's the same, it's the same reason, like, I don't have a problem with people who do OnlyFans, but I wouldn't do OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Different scrotes. Different scrotes. For different fucks. People who have more fortunate lives than me will be struck down with time. What does that have to do with it? Anyway, so... good to be back, guys. I finished that really big project, which is really cool. Hopefully, that will be shared very soon. And then separately, as some of you already know, I'm also working on a graphic novel, and in particular, without getting into too many details, I'm trying to get a pitch deck ready for it. So, because, yeah, that would be cool. Right now, it's not necessarily in my immediate plan to just draw the whole thing. You know what I mean? Well, first of all, I've also heard, I don't know, maybe this is good advice to anybody else out there. Not that this is just what I've heard, so I don't know if you are thinking about doing a long-form comic, don't let me slow you down. But if you're looking to get something published, I've heard from a few sources that it's usually not in your best interest to like draw everything and then try shopping it around, because usually a publisher, even if they love it, is going to come back and want to make changes to it. So it's way better to come to them with an idea which feels really fleshed out and vibrant, but is not like a completed piece. So I do have some completed pages, I guess, in its current state, but I'm also working through a lot of like supplementary art and like synopsis and pitching and stuff like that. So that's kind of as specific as I'd like to get with it at this point. Obviously, I'll definitely be updating you guys, as things develop. But sometimes I find, when there's like business stuff going on. Here's my advice to you. I'm gonna start with a piece of advice that just goes for any artist, okay? Keep the yapping to a minimum, okay? I'm going to even make this into a drawing that will stick into your mind. Hopefully, sometimes a visual helps drive a point home. So hopefully this visual in itself will make this point drive home to you. Keep the yapping to a minimum. Yo, dumbass. Let's see. I know I'm late to this, but I really like the new profile picture and banner setup on Twitter. Thank you, Eliphaz. I felt it was like time for some spring cleaning. I don't remember if I went over this before or if I talked about it, but Yeah, I kind of have my eyes on. I'm just going to talk through all of the things that, because you know what, this is actually, I'm glad you brought it up, Eliphas, because I think actually this plays into a larger thing that maybe other people are feeling, because I think, I'm pretty sure Mercury was in Gatorade and now it just ended, or so who knows. Sometimes I find that when I'm feeling a certain way, there's this weird thing. I don't know if it's astrology or some other shit, but it feels like a lot of other people are feeling the same way. So maybe I will explain something that's the way I've been feeling recently, and it will sort of resonate with you guys. So, I think part of the reason that I wanted to change my, just on a small scale, I wanted to change my Twitter, image to like kind of moving away. I know we got this little sucker right here. He's not going anywhere for the time being. I still like this, I animated this damn thing, so he's going to give me get as much use out of him as possible. But this character, who I've been like honestly lukewarm on for a little while, I'm not getting rid of him altogether, but I did feel like I just was like ready to do a soft rebrand on what I was doing a little bit. It's definitely too short notice to say whether or not it's been like immediately beneficial to me, but I think like the whole idea was just like, I started looking at, had to grow up. I had to, I just like, I just am starting to set my eyes on some long-term things, you know what I mean? I started Beetle Moses as, I didn't think it would be where it is right now. You have to understand, it's literally been, oh, what up, Bass Toad? I didn't even see you there. Could you add stink lines to the feet, haha, just like as a funny thing, haha, that would be funny, just like as a joke. You know what, just for you, because I know you're looking out for me. I just have, like, when I started Beetle Moses, I just didn't expect, Beetle doing 50 podcast episodes, and he said, stop the yapping. Please tell me about it, bro. I know. So anyway, I do feel like with the Beetle Moses thing, I started it sort of on a whim. I mean, I was taking it seriously from the jump. It's not like I started slow. I kind of started out swinging, not necessarily in quality of content, but certainly in quantity. I think I really was swinging for the fences, trying to just gain an audience like early on, and so I was posting like 3 or 4 drawings or comics a day. And like that was, maybe you guys know, a lot of you guys do know this, maybe some of you guys don't know this, but end of April we just celebrated like 2 years of I just began the 3rd year of Beetle Moses. So it is, I'd say, fairly new, you know what I mean? I don't know, with like internet celebrity, status. I don't know how that actually fares with some others, but like fairly recent, you know what I mean, for me. I only just stopped feeling kind of like the new kid on the block, and yeah, and obviously it's like been phenomenal, in terms of like, like growth and like personal development, and also like making a little bit of a like creating a little bit of an environment for myself online, like surrounding myself with like people like you guys, who are supportive of me and very vocally supportive of me, and have just been super cool. And like, I don't know if I necessarily I didn't really expect things to have moved along like this. I wanted things to move along exactly how they're moving along, and they are, but I guess that's, kind of crazy. Anyway, sorry, I know I said keep the yapping to the minimum, and bro is yapping right now. But anyway, in the last, like, few months in particular, maybe, I don't know, since, like, January rolled around, I kind of was feeling like I really wanted to set my sights on, like, the 5-year plan, basically. And there's some stuff, small stuff, and some larger stuff. I'm not gonna give you guys a full behind the scenes of everything that's going on right now, because I just don't know if that's proper etiquette. But like, I do, I'm definitely reorganizing some stuff on my plate and on my agenda to make things more, sustainable for long-term development, long-term growth, which is difficult sometimes. Sometimes it means kind of like cutting some things out, bringing some other things in, changing your methodology. You know what I mean? And some of that has been conscious, and some of it just comes along with it. So anyway, so that was as Eliphas brought up, the change in my like profile picture and banner. I just felt that it better reflected who I like how I want to present like Beetle Moses and my like art and work like moving forward, and which is still like obviously I'm still goofy and silly, but I did feel like what I had before was I had this weird incongruous banner combination, and the drawing of this Beetle character, this one right here, that I made my old Twitter profile picture was I literally drew on the same day that I came up with the name Beetle Moses. Like on day one, I drew that, and so much has changed in my own abilities and how I want to present myself and the type of work that I want to put out there, that I felt like it wasn't really properly reflecting me anymore. I still have a fondness for this character because it kind of was like the jumping off point for me, but I needed something that was just a little bit... he expects society to last the next 5 years. All I'm going to say... Barry Punny Comics, yo, congratulations on the 3 years. Thank you. Technically 2-year anniversary, because only 2 years have passed. But yes, we're on year 3. This is like the Batman comic year 1, which I happen to have right here. I'm on Beetle Moses. Oh, actually, funny, BM. Didn't even make that connection. Beetle Moses year 3 is what we just started. But... So anyway, what was I saying 2 seconds ago? Oh, he expects society to last the next 5 years. Guys, here's a word of advice for you, okay? Everyone's going to tell you society is going to collapse in 5 years. That may be true, but let me tell you, I'm not collapsing in 5 years, all right? Knock on wood, like of a heart attack or something, because of all this fucking bullshit I'm dealing with. But if society is supposed to go down in the next 5 years, I'm gonna have nothing to do with it. All right, I'm just focusing. I'm tending to my garden. If everything else is exploding, and the world is about to implode, I'm just going to be making my little garden right here, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I will bring society down. Mark my words. Hello, main Game Boy. What's going on? How is everybody? All right. Here's something else I would like to drive home to you guys while we're drawing here. I'm not in the Twitter loop, but can we still call you Mr. Beetle or Beetle Moses in the future? Even if you... Yeah, no, the name is not going anywhere. I still am fond of Beetle Moses. But I actually did, like, I do... How do I say this without... I want to sound cool, like I haven't thought too much about it, but... There's not really any way to make it seem like I haven't thought about it that much. But, I actually do appreciate the name Beetle Moses a bit more when it seems a bit more like ambiguous. It felt like the character that I designed here was like kind of on the nose, this like robed bug creature, which is cool. It still fits the bill, but I actually kind of like the idea of people seeing the name Beetle Moses and being like, what? What does that mean? You know what I mean? Moses is already claimed. Someone clip this so we can revisit this. If it does, it would be so funny. Can't wait for society to collapse so my art can reign supreme. Yeah, exactly. Okay, there's one other thing that I want to drive home to you guys. I had this little visual idea, okay, that I'm going to try to drive home to you. So, okay, I like to imagine, and I've said this before, I've used this analogy before, which I stole from Brian Eno. He has a little phrase that I play over and over again in my head a bit when I feel like very daunted by all the work that I have in front of me, or where is this going, or you know what I mean, stuff like that. He always says, not building a wall, making a brick. Okay, so I'm gonna co-op that idea. Okay. And I'm going to draw this guy who is making bricks. Let's see. How would he do that? He'd be using like a little spatula, and here's his other hand, and let's say he's holding a brick. Okay. You guys know that art class isn't just it's not just actually here's how you draw A, B, and C. Okay, this is me also just showing you, giving you some advice. Okay. Okay. Making a brick. Okay, so this concept of making a brick, I'm co-opting the idea, and instead of building a wall, I'd like you guys to imagine that you're laying individual bricks. You keep making a brick, and this brick is your art. These are your individual art pieces. Okay? Globalists when the world is actually flat. Oh, God. All right, try to pay attention, guys. Okay. Imagine now that you are not building a wall. Okay. You're actually building a road. Let's see, what would he be holding? Like a hammer? Okay. And let's say you've already built this much to get to this point. Okay. Here's the road that you're building into this open field of grass. Okay? Building a road. Glad you're using Krita open source for the win. It is clutch. Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you. I forget who recommended Krita to me, but thank you very much. It was somebody in this chat. Okay. All right. So you're building a road. Building a road. And remember, each one of those bricks that you're laying to build the road comes from here. You have to put in the work. Okay, so this is all, you're making your art, and imagine this road is sort of, in a loose sense, your portfolio of work. Okay? And you might have a destination in mind. Maybe you want the road to lead all the way over here to this city. Okay, which is, let's say, the city is like a job, whatever that means. Okay? Here's what happens while you're building a road. Okay? You're going to eventually feel like you're lost. Here's your road that you've built so far. And you're looking around and you're like, where the fuck am I? What the hell is this? Where am I? Okay? It's gonna happen. And let's say you've already been at it at this point, you get lost, you've already been doing this, you've been making these individual bricks and you've been laying them down into your portfolio. Let's say you're sharing them, right? Okay. Let's say you've been doing it for like a month, a week, a year, 2 years, 5 years. And you're going to be like, what? Where the hell am I? Sometimes, okay, it's going to be crucial for you to turn around. Because what you're going to see behind you turning around here. What you're going to see behind you is, first of all, a long winding road. Okay, the longer that you put in the time, the longer the road is going to be winding. And the most surprising part is that you're going to have... Who's this? Little happy camper. Somebody following you. In fact, if you keep at it for long enough, you're going to have a handful of people following you. If you're somebody who's extremely blessed or charmed, like, I mean, I feel extremely blessed and charmed, you're going to have a whole fucking, like, what? Look at all these fucking people. All these people are following you because of the road that you built with all of your little art pieces, okay? And what will eventually happen, guaranteed, it doesn't matter, or it doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't matter how good you become at making individual bricks, and it, you know, and it, or how fast you are at building a road or whatever, or like, let's say the road is perfect, you know what I mean? And then sometimes you might make a brick that's even more, like maybe one of the bricks is just like beautiful, like, you know what I mean? Just like extremely extravagant, I don't know, here you go, there's a fucking extravagant, beautiful brick. And people might stop and stare at that one for a little longer. Maybe it becomes like a signature along the way. You know what I mean? Because you spent a little extra time on this one beautiful brick. And everyone's admiring it. Ooh. And now obviously you're eventually going to run into a problem, okay? You're going to run into a river, a rock, like a giant boulder, I don't know, fucking dinosaur, and you're gonna be standing there and you're gonna be like, oh fuck, how the hell am I gonna do this? And you might need some assistance, okay? Maybe it's from somebody that is one of your followers. Maybe it's gonna be from, you know, somebody you have to reach out to. Sometimes you can't do it all by yourself. But that's okay. And it might take a little bit longer, but eventually you can work past it. It's never going to be smooth sailing. But you're going to work past it and eventually carry on. And everybody else is going to follow you right over that thing. See that? This is the most beautiful drawing I've ever made. So anyway, this is the idea. What's the moral of all this? Basically, this idea that I'm trying to tell you guys is that if you're an artist and you feel like you're here, or maybe you're here, or maybe you're not before this, maybe you're not even right here yet because you're afraid of getting to this point or this point. Or maybe this part even intimidates you a bit. I saw some people saying in the chat, this is scary, not gonna lie. Or maybe you don't think that you can make one of these. It's a beautiful brick. Maybe you don't feel like that, you know what I mean, that you can do that. Or maybe you feel like building a road is gonna take a long time. The whole point is that eventually, even if you never get to that, whatever, job, if you're at it long enough, you will have created this complex, amazing series of work, and roads, and there's going to be a whole bunch of people that are going to be interested and enjoying it. You know what I mean? And if this is 10 people, if this is 100 people, if this is 100,000 people, if this is 1,000,000 people, it doesn't matter, because all of these people. And there are people out there are looking for a road in the middle of this field that they're looking for it. Everybody wants to. When you're walking in the middle of a field and you find a little path, you're going to follow the path. So try to appreciate that even if you're building this road and it's not necessarily leading where you're going to, try to look back on all the work that you've put in and the people that are appreciating the work that you're putting in. Because you get to this eventually. All it takes is time, resilience, and that's it. That's pretty much it. I was gonna say, like, you know, it doesn't take technical ability. Confidence is like, I mean, that's like kind of a bonus. You don't have to really be confident. Just do it. You just do it, and it takes some time. Okay? Become a highwayman. Me reaching out to Drake for a feature. Do the people on the road have thick 9 inches? Somebody's going to. If you build enough of a community, somebody will. So anyway, this is my analogy of the road that I am trying to, put onto you guys. And it's also, I try to remind myself of this as well. Because sometimes I'm looking at, like, where am I right now? Like, what am I... Where am I going? Where am I headed? You know what I mean? What's going on? Like, am I on the right path? Am I putting in effort on the right thing? You know what I mean? Am I doing enough? Or sometimes I have those nagging thoughts. I'm not doing enough. I haven't done enough. You know what I mean? What does any of this matter? Should I have started at all? But then you got to just stop. And it's not about stopping and smelling the roses, or it's not about distracting yourself. It's about stopping and looking back on the things that you've done. Okay. That you've already accomplished. And you need to be willing to get to this point. So start with this. If you've never drawn anything before, start making the brick today. Beetle, you're still going to be at that Webcomic Con in Michigan this August? Yes, sir. I will be, which is actually kind of a fresh announcement that I haven't really told anybody yet. Not that I was keeping it a secret, but I haven't really had the opportunity to bring it up. But yes, I am. So Invader Zip, first time chatter, much needed wisdom, bro. Keep at it, baby. I promise you got this. And look, the other thing is that everybody's road is different. It looks different. It feels different. It walks different. But there are people out there who are going to appreciate it. But it won't exist. You will not have a road. You won't have people on the road, and you won't have a road if you don't start by making the brick. Okay? So that's all you have to focus on right now, is just do that. And along the way, sometimes you have, like, look, this brick right here, I'm going to write utter shit. This brick, slept on. But it's all part of the road. All part of the road. Just the way it is. Every step, even the little shitty broken brick that you're like, I really hope nobody sees this brick. Nobody will. Everybody's just gonna no one's looking at the individual brick. Unless it looks, sometimes you're gonna have this and people will look at the individual brick. Anyway, yes, Barry Punny Comics. These are the 2 announcements that I'd like to make to you guys. This year, this summer, very soon, in pretty much 1 month, I'm going to be at OMG Con. That is in Owensboro, Kentucky. That's on June 14th through 16th. So, if you live anywhere near Owensboro, in the Owensboro area, if you live in Nashville, if you live in, what else is near there? Indianapolis? There's some areas near there. It's drivable. If you're in that area at all and you want to go to a really cool convention, it's the first time that I'm going to be at a convention. There will be more in the future. All right? It won't be my last, but it will always be my first. So if you want to be at my first ever guest appearance at a con, I'm going to be tabled at OMG Con. Check it out. Owensboro, Kentucky, June 14th through 16th. I'm going to have merch and stuff that I'll sign for you. Of course, I got stickers. I got some cool little exclusives that will only be at the con. Like, check it out. These are not something you can order online, but I got these little upside down beetle pins. Really cute. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have one. I'm gonna wear one. But these are gonna be for sale. A bunch of exclusive stickers. Probably some new prints. I'll probably have, I haven't made the prints yet, but I'll probably have like some exclusive stuff that is not available on my site. So if you want to see all that stuff, I'd love to see you at OMG Con. I'm also going to be tabled next to Flork of Cows, who is just... What can I say about Flork of Cows that hasn't already been said? The man is a genius. I absolutely love that guy. We've chatted a bunch, but I've never met him in real life. So hanging out with him is just gonna. I can't even believe this is my life. So I'm gonna. I can't wait to see him. Can't wait to be tabled next to him. Can't wait for this weekend. I'm counting down the days. It's gonna be really, really exciting. So if you're in the area, I can't wait to see you there. And I am also, if I understand correctly, going to be doing like a panel there, where I'll probably be, talking a bit about the process of, creating webcomics, creating art, stuff like that. So yeah, and then following that, shortly after, beginning of August 3rd and 4th, is Webcomic Con, which is the only, to my knowledge, Comic Con that is specific. Come to Brazil, please. What a dream. I wish I will eventually, but it's not in the cards this year, most likely, unless, I don't know, maybe, who knows what will happen, but this year, I don't know. Anyway, Webcomic Con is it's in August. I got invited by the illustrious, inimitable, my sensei, Sarah Anderson of Sarah's Scribbles. What a goat. She is such a gangster. Webcomic Mafia. She's been an amazing resource of info. Sorry, I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. An amazing resource of information for me. She is so freaking cool, and she invited me to be a guest at Webcomic Con, which is like, what the fuck? What is my life? Crazy. I'm so excited to meet those guys. I'm so excited to meet her. I know it's going to be Awkward Yeti will be there. Red Dot is going to be there, which is insane. Another comic artist who I admire greatly that I've had a bunch of communication with, and now I'm actually going to see her in real life. I think Dave McElfatrick. Am I saying that right? Sorry, Dave. Dave from Cyanide and Happiness is going to be there. And so I'm a gringo, man. I don't know how, I can't speak Celtic, but anyway, I can't wait. That's insane. I can't wait to meet him. Barry Punny Comics is going to be there. I know I'm forgetting some other people. I think I saw like Perry Bible Fellowship is going to be there, which is another like, holy shit, what the hell am I doing here? You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah. I'm fucking hype about that. So that is in Detroit. That's in Detroit. So if anybody lives near Detroit, Michigan, and you want to come out there and meet, well, of course, me, but also any of the other webcomic artists that I just listed off there, please turn out to Webcomic Con. That's going to be really, really fun. I can't wait, and I can't believe that I'm going to be bumping shoulders with those guys. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. What else can I tell you? Yeah, OMG Con, Webcomic Con. Can you believe it? 2 cons coming up. Me. Look at us. Look how far we've come. Who would have thought? Con artist. Boing. All right, let's see. No. All right. Did everybody get this making a brick? Building a road. Making a brick. Damn, I know Sarah Anderson's comics since the 10th grade. Dude, she has been at it. Some of these guys, Sarah included, and also like the Cyanide and Happiness boys, are just like, it's amazing that the foresight that some of these webcomic artists had in particular, as a lot of, like, I think internet celeb people kind of had this sense, like, as young people, to get started early. And, like, I think I'm basically the same. They might have, like, a couple years on me, but I'm like almost the same age as those guys, but they've been doing it for like 10 years plus. Or Sign and Happiness has been at it for like almost 20 years, and then I've been at it for like 2 years. That's why I feel like I'm like, gotta move it along. Oh, let me tell you something else, guys, before we move into the next section here. I'm not sure if this has been plugged. There should be a Nightbot thing that's plugging this. I think there might be. This link right here, Comics Kingdom. ComicsKingdom.com/Beetle Moses. This is my syndicate. If you click on this link, you can see my comics early. You can see Beetle Moses comics early, before they get posted to social media. And it's free. Totally free. There's a cheap version that you can subscribe to, and you can see even more in advance. But it's totally free. If you want to hop on there and see early Beetle Moses comics, my only favor that I ask of you is if you click that link, comics in bio, that's good. If you click that link and you're at my page, Beetle Moses, click the heart, as it says in this Nightbot message, click the heart next to Beetle Moses. All right? Favorite Beetle Moses. Favorite my comic there, because that helps me. Technically, Comics Kingdom, they're kind of like my boss in a way. You know what I mean? So, anyway. Would this be a good tip? Oh, main Game Boy, highlighted message. Would this be a good tip? If you want to give yourself a fun challenge, draw someone else's OC and surprise them with it. You may learn how to draw things by drawing them, and you get to surprise somebody and make them happy. I've done it many times before, and it's fun. That is such killer advice. That's great advice. That's great. Yeah, I mean, I've always, honestly, one of the worst qualities that I have is my marketing, like my ability to market myself, I feel like is really bad. I'm very bad at I'm very shy, I think, sometimes when like I am like trying to reach out to other people or show them stuff. There's another artist who I met recently, this guy SB, shout out SB if you're watching, who he has like made a small like career or like hustle for himself by doing exactly that, specifically drawing OCs, or not necessarily OCs, but doing like fan art of like prominent video creators. And now he does like merchandise designs for a bunch of big creators just by way of that. You know what I mean? Like if you're not shy, if you have no problem marketing yourself and showing off your work to people, if you want to get it out there, you'd be surprised. A lot of like I can tell you firsthand, baby, a lot of the like, you know, big, like content creators, whatever, video creators, artists, people that you follow online, even the ones like me that have 100,000 whatever, you know what I mean? They might be fielding a good amount of messages here and then, but like they'll see it. If you send something that's like really interesting and cool, they'll see it and they'll get really excited. So yeah. So a lot of YouTube animators get attention by doing animated recreations of their favorite YouTuber bits. That's also true. Bunch of I know that Oni Plays, like they have a big portion of their fan base that does like animated clips of their voices, and then those animators end up, you know, like having great careers as animators, like moving forward. They end up building their own audience. Absolutely, don't be afraid to connect with other people online. I think it's a good quality. Don't get so. I would say my other advice to you in that same breath is don't ever, I'm telling you this, I'm being completely honest with you. I'm not even trying to give you tough love. It's just, please heed my advice. Here's some free game for you, okay? Don't ever get butthurt. First of all, period. Never get butthurt. And if you get butthurt, don't yap about it online. Do I need to bring up the other one? Do not, if you get butthurt, and the reason I bring that up is that if you send somebody your art and it's great practice and you think it came out really good, but the person doesn't give you the response that you want, you know what I mean? You should get paid. If they don't pay you, that's one thing. But if you just are like looking for clicks and engagement and it doesn't happen for you, just don't say anything. I have seen plenty of artists just in my time, which is not a long time. There are so many butthurt, yapping ass artists out there that torpedo their own career. You're not doing anything but torpedoing your own career. Let me try to say this in a really roundabout way. I want to give an example, but I don't want to make an example of this particular person. But I know there was an artist that I had to stop following because they were just super profoundly negative. And I saw this thing that like they had been interviewed by like a major online publication because they were yapping on Twitter about how they got like a really big opportunity with a company, to do an art related job, and they felt that either the pressure of the job was really high or whatever, you know what I mean, or I don't know, that they didn't feel supported or whatever, which is terrible. I'm sorry that I'm sorry that does happen. Artists do get abused. It happens. You should prepare yourself for that. It shouldn't discourage you from being an artist, but it's happened to me. It happens to everyone. Before Beetle Moses, it happened to me more. I'm a really picky choosy about like the jobs that I take these days, because I really don't want to be in a situation like I was a couple times before I started Beetle Moses, where you do a commission and then the person is like resistant to paying you or asking a bit too much or not appreciating the work that you're putting. It's gonna happen, okay? You know, now people roll out the red carpet for me, baby. That's not true. I guarantee, I can knock on wood and scream to high heavens, I will never take a bad gig again, but I guarantee it's the life of an artist. You're going to run into bad gigs now and again. But this particular person had this, like, because they were yapping about this bad job that they had, which with a major company. And again, yeah, maybe you feel like you're being punk rock. Stick it to the man. Fuck blank company that has a monopoly. Fuck this guy. Look at me. I did the work. This company, which all of us already know is evil, is indeed evil. Look at me. I'm a survivor of the abuse that this company put me through. And then this person had this interview, which they probably saw. They were like, amazing. They saw me complaining, and now I get to complain on it on an even larger platform. Amazing. My voice is getting out there. There might have been a small part of their ego that was also being fed in that point, okay? Flash forward. Guess what's happening right now with that artist? And part of the reason, sorry, no one wants you when you're down and out. Part of the reason that I ended up unfollowing them, because it was just more negative and negative. Guess what happened to that artist? They can't find a job. You are only hurting yourself. I understand there's a fight out there to be had. All right? I understand. And I'm sure that every word of what that person said is true. I'm sure it sucked. I bet that corporation treated them really badly. They probably promised them with all this stuff, and then they got in the job, and it didn't pan out well for them. That sucks. I am genuinely sorry that happened to you. I hope it never happens again. But keep it in the family, man. You have to know when to bite your tongue. And some of these artists that get a platform, they think that it's just carte blanche to yap yourself into unemployment. So, my advice to you guys, if you're going to yap at the person who is doing you wrong, doing you dirty. Does that make sense? What's here? Okay, here we go. I got one. Oh, the Me Too movement showed how great your career is going when you try to go against powerful people publicly. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's a tie in there. I think people do just people do like. I feel this way too. You know what I mean? And it's like, I can even say on a way smaller scale, that whole Me Too comment aside, I'm not really going to comment on that. But I can say on a smaller scale that if there are times where I feel like I've been slighted or done dirty or, I don't know, you know, it's tempting to get on Twitter and just be like, fuck this person. You guys, my followers, you should all know that this person did A, B, and C, or this company did A, B, and C. You know what I mean? It can be tempting. But it's like, don't. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help. If they really did you dirty in a way that was like outside of their contractual obligation, lawyer up. All right? I know it's easier said than done, but that will actually do something for you. Getting your audience to, you know, berate this person or getting your story out there isn't really as I mean, there are situations like the Me Too movement where it is important to get your story out there. That's why I don't think it's I don't think there's really a comparison to be made. But being an artist and just taken advantage of can we go to Skyline? Sure. The getting taken advantage of as an artist, just like work wise, is not really equivalent. Maybe I misinterpreted something there. There's maybe a connection to be drawn, but they're just different things. I do think that the Me Too movement, people should come out if they're being, assaulted. Okay, Eliphaz says, had to unfollow an artist I used to be mutuals with last month because they would not stop fighting with complete random people on Twitter. Shit gets so tiresome. It's amazing to me that people make that their brand. All right, let's draw something real quick. I have an idea. What should we draw? I'm hot. I'm like sweating under here. What did you guys suggest? I know I asked in the Discord. You guys know there's a Discord, right? The people watching? Do you guys want to be part of that Discord? You guys did say some stuff in the idea box. But I think you guys were asking for like perspective stuff, and the sad reality is that I'm not really the person to ask about that stuff. Oh, thank you for dropping the Discord. Yeah, Main Game Boy just dropped the Discord link. If you're in this chat right now and you're not in that Discord, it's totally free to join. It's the art class Discord, which I pop into now and again. Could try to be better about that in the future, but it's actually like a really active community without me, honestly. There's a lot of art being posted there. If you want somewhere, if you want something, if you want to plug your art or get advice on your art or just communicate with a very friendly community of artists. I swear, I really don't want to brag, but I don't feel like there's that many like really nice communities for artists, and this one is just like exceedingly friendly and nice. So if you want to be part of that, love to have you there. Can you do something with fur, like a monkey? Yeah, let's draw a monkey. Let's draw a monkey. Okay, so what should the monkey be doing? Fixing their life or living it to the fullest. Okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw a monkey chilling in a hammock eating a banana. Or sitting next to a tree eating a banana. Wrapping in the fisheye perspective? Wait, that's way harder. Yeah, the thing is with the perspective, and this is also something I actually think is important to drive home to you guys, is that I am not, by any stretch of the imagination, like a very technically proficient artist. I just practice a lot by way of drawing a lot. So, and that doesn't even mean that I'm a good artist or really somebody who's going to give you valuable technical advice on art. But I do think that at least this helped me a bit, because back when I read Mob Psycho 100, which is an amazing manga drawn by this artist who I love, One, who's the same guy who did One Punch Man, I found it, personally, this was me, maybe somebody else will feel the same way, I found it inspiring to read because the art was crude. Like, it was not extremely well drawn, and so it made me feel like, wow, this art, even though it's like, he clearly doesn't have that much technical ability, he's really good at conveying emotion and expression and jokes, and yeah, so it helped me feel like, okay, maybe I could be doing more long form stuff and, try harder to actually put together complicated pieces and not worry so much about what it looks like, even though, you want it to look good, but it's just like, look, you can get ideas on the paper and they'll look really unique and interesting, and you can even make a crazy illustrious career out of it like this guy One did, even if you're not the best artist in the world. So that's what I'm trying to get home to you by me telling you that I'm also not the best artist in the world. It's funny, yeah. It's funny because the One Punch Man drawing is insane. Yeah, Yeah, when it was originally published as a webcomic, it was his original art. Yeah, I like that idea of doing the boat main Game Boy, so we'll do that. So let's start with this. Okay, we're gonna start with the water. This is now if you draw along, which I'd encourage you to draw along. You know what? I have a better idea. I think we actually could get some perspective practice in here, so we will. If you're going to, okay. First time in chat, guy in a hole. Hey Beetle, no this is unrelated, but in your other monitor, check your email and troubling information. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I will check that after I hop off stream. I've been having fun drawing black and white, stylistic portraits of people on the low as practice. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I think making a bunch of different stuff is extremely helpful. Okay, let's check this out. So, if you want to draw along with me, okay, I would encourage you to start with pencil, okay? And let's see. Usually what I like to do is I go pencil first, okay, and then ink afterwards, and then I erase the pencil because it helps me plot everything out. So, all of this is just pencil sketch. If you're drawing digitally, obviously you can just do the same thing that I'm doing right now, and I'll show you what I mean. But I'm going to put all this on lower opacity in just a moment. Okay. Let's skip that actually. So I just made this sort of sideways looking shield thing. Doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. Remember that this is just these two lines are parallel. Just make it follow the exact same thing. Okay. Whoa, what the hell did I just do? What the fuck? What did I just do? Did I just delete that layer? Okay, that was weird. Just following these lines around. I'm just building the boat. I know this might look a little bit more complicated than it is, but all you really need to know is start with this shield shape on its side, or like almost looks like a bullet bill, kind of, pointed downward. This other side, I just drew a smaller one inside of it. Okay. 2 straight lines going down, curve across the bottom, and over here I'm just drawing the sort of 3D aspect. This is our boat. I understand this might not be super easy to follow right away, but let me know if you need to. If I was an artist, I would draw something about the worm in RFK's brain. Oh my god. I feel like things are just getting nuttier, man. I can't even keep track of how nutty things are. Okay. Next. Where should the monkey be sitting? He should be sitting up here, probably. Nice big head. This part, I'm just stick figuring, okay? And monkeys are proportioned kind of funny. Probably gonna make him like an orangutan looking thing. So I'm drawing this stick figure is, remember when you're drawing stick figures, I try to drive this point home, but some of you guys who are new, when I'm drawing stick figures, I'm not drawing them like this. Okay, I'm drawing them like this, with the addition of the shoulder and the hip. Okay, because this is actually closer to when you're putting the flesh on the skeleton that you're building. You want to include the shoulders. It's important, okay? It's an important, and it makes it much more expressive. It makes it more realistic. When things are turned around or moving, if you're trying to do like a pose like the across here before the arms is an important thing to include, okay? So here's this. He's got, he's a monkey, so he's got really long arms here. And I'll make him holding the banana. Like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is bring the opacity of this layer a lot down here. I want to make it still visible, but get it pretty light. You guys can still see that okay, right? How are we right now? I don't want to rush everybody through it, but what are we looking like progress-wise here? Are we caught up? Because I'll start by drawing the actual meat and potatoes now. Sound off in the chat. I know sometimes the chat gets a little bit like quiet when everybody's working. Yes, caught up? And just remember that this is pencil. So we're going to draw the real thing afterwards, okay? All right. So also with perspective stuff, I'm cooking, I can't right now. It's okay. With perspective stuff, okay? Or just with drawings in general, it's not really a perspective thing. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Best plan of action. Well, I always do the other reason to do the pencil first is it helps to also get an idea of where everything is sitting, like what's sitting in front of the other thing. So, for example, like if I go back to this, I'm still on this layer. Technically, this is the frontmost point. The only thing that's going to be slightly in front of that is going to be, I'm going to put some like waveforms probably here. So technically, this is the most front. So let's label it. The water is first. This is second. Next is the monkey, is pretty much above everything else. Like this wall is maybe first. But the next thing is going to be the arm here is 3. And maybe this leg is 4. Torso is 5. And then I'd do, this is probably, oh actually, sorry, let's scratch that. Let's go, this is 5. The hand and the banana here. Then we'll go probably 6 was the head, then 7 is the torso. Is this exercise sort of making sense? You don't have to do this, but I'm like, this is the whole point of like, this is kind of what's happening subconsciously when I'm drawing, and I'm working through the drawing. I'm not numbering everything, unless it helps you, why not? But I am doing this, I am thinking about this when I start my drawing. 7, then it goes probably 8 is this shoulder and back of the arm, and 9 would be the second leg, and then the rest of the boat is 10. And then after the rest of the boat, just anything that happens in the background is 11. Okay, so I'll just write 11 BG. Did that exercise make sense? Because now when I go to make a new layer, even though I'm not doing this every time that I'm drawing, that would be an exhausting exercise. Unless you find it to be helpful, then you absolutely should. But the point is that now this is really helpful to me, because when I'm working on the ink, I can just start at the frontmost object. Because the last thing that you want when you're drawing in ink, this isn't really related to digital drawing, but you will find that it does make things, I think, easier to think of things this way. When you're drawing in ink, the one of the most aggravating things, I mean, whiteout exists, of course, but one of the most aggravating things that you can run into, especially and it still happens to me, sometimes I'll finish a drawing and just be like, or get to a point in a drawing and I'm like, fuck. Like, I drew this first. Like, let's say I drew this leg, and now I'm coming around and I'm drawing this arm, and I'm like, shit, I was supposed to draw this arm first, and now I've got this weird thing going on because this part of the leg, this tush should be covered. So I think it does help to at least think this way. So let's stick exactly to the number system that we just did and see if it benefits us, okay? So we're going to start with 1, which is the waveforms. So let's make these waves. And I'm kind of doing this like shark fin style. Actually, I kind of prefer it to just look like... And another wave. Okay, so that's 1 finished. The next is this front part of the boat. I'm not a boat guy, so I couldn't tell you exactly the... In fact, I think it actually would be beneficial to just make the entire bottom part of the boat that is already in the water to our eyes. That entire section should be under wave like that. Okay, and I'll even make some more here surrounding, because these are not interfering. Okay, with me? How's everybody doing? I know I'm yapping. Chat is silent right now, so I don't know if that means everybody's following along or they got scared because we started working. Okay, moving forward. Sorry, my dinner arrived. Focus and in the zone here. Okay, we're locked in. Okay, perfect. Okay, so next we're going to draw this front part. Oh shit, why can't I not draw that? Okay, front part of the boat. Front part of the boat. Follow. This is also the nice part about drawing in pencil, is kind of getting to, you kind of get to turn your brain off a little bit. Like, I am thinking the most, in order, I'm thinking the most probably during the penciling part. The coloring is probably the second most that I'm really trying to pay attention to what I'm doing. You know, color is important. You want to make sure that things like are matching and working right and not miscolored or, you know, too dark or too light or whatever. The part that I'm closest to turning my brain off is after I've penciled everything and I'm just inking. In this case, obviously, I'd have not penciled the entire monkey. We're going to just do that freestyle. It'll be fine. But, yeah, that's another reason I just love doing like a bottom layer, so to speak, a pencil layer as well. Okay, and then we're going to do one more parallel line to there. And we'll pause because the rest of it is going to go behind the monkey. So I don't know how, like, let's say, because you know what, we might end up drawing the monkey and his belly goes out to like here, you know what I mean? So if I had continued this line and I was like, oh, okay, let's stop it here, that's actually limiting what I can do now. So, or maybe even his knee, maybe you know what I mean? Maybe his knee covers it. So we're going to leave this entire back line right where it is. Okay. Okay. Next, we're going to do the arm. So let's get that fuzzy action going. I'm going to start at this shoulder. The head, I don't want it to interfere too much with the head, so I'll probably start right above where the shoulder breaks here. And I'm going to follow this fuzzy shape. I'm just freehanding it. And it's okay. Remember, the fuzzier that you make something, the fluffier you make it, the less the actual sort of anatomy matters. Because it could be doing anything under there. Okay? Just like that. Fuzzy arm. And if you're wondering how to draw fur like this, I know people have had excuse me, trouble. I'm gonna wait to see who say bless you. I know that people have trouble sometimes doing this type of fur, or the people have asked me how I do this, but it really becomes second nature after a certain amount of time. Thank you. Bless the beetle. Thank you. Just think of it as, thank you, Hypnotoad. First time chatter came in to say bless you. Blessed Hypnotoad. Instead, I would challenge you, rather than making fluff like this, imagine it every time, rather than it, because this is just made up of straight line, 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 okay? And so on. Imagine instead of doing straight line, straight line, straight line, you're going wiggly line, 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 wiggly line. Okay, that's the step one. And the next step is to start angling them. So it's going wiggly line, wiggly line. Just like that. Angle it down. Okay, I challenge you to try to mimic this. Thank you for all your blessings, chat. Okay, and then let's draw this hand. Very good advice from The Art Spirit, a book which I have recommended. I was going to send this to a friend of mine, actually, and then I left it out in the rain, so I kind of feel embarrassed to send it out there. It's falling apart, but I think I'm still going to buy them a copy when I come into a little bit more money. The Art Spirit by Robert Henry. Actually saw it recommended on Twitter, of all places, and only time I've ever taken away something from Twitter that was really helpful. Look at this. It looks like shit. It's all got, like, you know, it's literally been rained on, but really cool book. It's like 25% really specific technical painting advice, which is like not super helpful, and 75% just sort of like the philosophy of being an artist. Really awesome. Super recommend. Your library probably has it. You can get it for free, but I'm sure you can also get a used copy online for, like, I don't know, $7 or $8. So definitely recommend picking this up. It's also written in like bullet points, basically, because it's just notes. Like, and it was written 100 years ago by this painter Robert Henry, but he was never really well known for his paintings. He was better known as being like a very good art teacher, and all of them are letters and bullet points that he wrote to his students. And also letters of criticism specifically about their painting. So it's like the quickest read ever. I mean, you read the entire thing front to back in like a week, and some of them are like longer passages, and some of them, like this, for example. Whoops, see, look, it's completely falling apart. But like one paragraph. Sometimes there's just one sentence. Laptop is muted. It's called The Art Spirit by Robert Henry. Definitely recommend it if you're a beginner artist, or if you're pretty far along, but you just don't, you know, you kind of want some inspo, like, you know what I mean? Just really, really interesting. A lot of cool stuff bouncing. It had a lot of cool ideas bouncing around in my head. One of the things that he said in there, which is interesting, kind of a halfway point between like technical advice and also just like base, I don't know, kind of like catch-all advice, is that people's hands are extremely rarely, when you're drawing or painting a hand, are all of the fingers in view. It's actually very unlikely. It's usually easier to draw than you think, because you have to get out of your mind that you need to draw all of the fingers, because sometimes they're not all visible. I think in this case, because of the way I'm about to draw this hand, that probably will be the case. It just popped into my head while I was sitting here. So there you go, the book resonating with me. So here's how I'm going to draw this hand, okay? I'm going to... Yeah, no, we're good here. Okay, I'm going to make a little sort of... What is that? Like an E or a backwards 3? Little bumpy thing there. Loose bumpy. And this C. Robert Henry. Fellow four-finger truther, it's true. Have you ever seen all 5 fingers at once? I don't think so. Don't look now. Try and think. Remember. He also had something that's interesting because I like it challenged something that I feel, and so I'm not necessarily sure if I subscribe to this idea, but it was interesting to hear him say it, is that he really recommends not using references for things. But he's kind of talking about, whereas I'm a big proponent of looking at references when you're trying to draw something that you've never drawn before. But the idea with this guy, with Robert Henry, is that he was kind of you have to imagine he's also writing this to people who are art students, so they're practiced, you know what I mean? He's basically saying, like, you don't want to use references. If you know how to make something, even vaguely, if you know how to sort of paint or draw something, don't look at a reference, specifically with people, because it's going to feel more like, it's going to feel more, oh, early 500, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Appreciate the sub. He was basically recommending that, let's fucking go. I really do appreciate that. He was basically saying that, like, your instinctive, like, the way that it'll feel more expressive because it's a true embodiment of, like, how you visualize that artist. It's like that's supposed to be the power of art, is that it's giving us a glimpse into your mind. So if you can picture an emotion or an object or something or a scene a certain way in your mind's eye, that's actually more powerful and more limitless in the sort of, I'm kind of paraphrasing, than looking at a reference, which is an interesting idea. Me personally, I love using references. If you ever looked at anything, you're a bitch. Don't look at anything. It's all in the mind's eye. Thank you for the sub, early 500. I can't get this on there. Alright, so here we go. Here's what I'm talking about. We're not going to see any of these fingers. Just going to get the little knuckle. And probably no thumb either. So I just went J, J, and then long J up to the top. That's the hand. Pretty easy. Ha. Okay. All right, here we go. So I'm working on. Wait. Let me actually make sense. Yeah. 4 was this leg. His right leg is what we're working on now. So let's do it. I'm doing the same thing that I did with the arm, essentially. Not super concerned about the shape. I'm in love with the shape of you. Okay. Just fuzzy and it's bent. Okay, and then the foot. Here's easy advice for a cartoon foot. Don't forget the heel. So I think a lot of people forget that for some reason. You need the heel. You need it there. So draw the C. Kind of like a very shallow U. Actually going to make that a little bit longer even. And then we're just going to work down the toes. Remember this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the big toe, 5. And then that's it. Connected. Let's see. What's number 5? It's the arm and the hand, but you know what? I actually am going to make sort of like an addendum. This hand is like 4.5 because we're actually going to do that first. Beetle sweatily looking at your drawing. Don't you dare forget the heel. That's funny. All right, we are going to draw the peel. Is actually sort of like 4.25. So watch me here. Okay. Almost looks like a bird, right, in the sky. And a curved V shape. We're going to make another one going down that way. Basically mirroring. And here's another situation where we're not going to see the entire hand. You know what I mean? I'm not even really too concerned about what it's going to look like. The banana itself, let's say he's already taken a bite. Okay, just a loose little curvy kind of pillar, rectangle looking thing. And then we're going to just do... This is like easy mode, honestly. You're only going to see so much of it. I should get this right. It's just going to be like, yeah, 3 back-to-back C's like that, basically. And it kind of tucks into the banana, that second peel, at least in my case. But I wouldn't stress too much about how mine looks here. You can kind of feel it out based on the angle, right? The most important thing is that you're kind of, this is maybe getting a little too complicated, but you want to remember that there's kind of like a knuckle line that needs to be in conjunction with the angle of the banana. Hands holding things are a little bit more complicated, but just try to stick to the base. It's going to translate, I promise you. It'll translate. Especially after you add color. And then we've got this back C here. Backward C. And let's add the forearm. In this case, the crease is like here, so I'm actually separating the front into its own sort of little hot dog here. It almost looks like it's floating. And then before we even get to the back, let's not, because actually the next thing is the head, which is fun. In particular, I think we should start with the ear. Let's see. How do I want this ear to look? Just keep it simple. A little C shape. Yeah, that's it. C shape, jaggy line, and then that little ridge indentation. Okay. Next, let's go. We want him to be chewing. So here's how I'm going to do it. We're going to make his cheek here. Give it a little room so you have enough room for the mouth. That's how I would draw chewing lips. So here's his cheek. Here's his little open mouth area. Bottom lip. Top lip. Got that? Little nosy. Cute little nosy. And I kind of like the idea of his eyes just being... Monkeys' eyes are also a little bit closer together than you might think. Like when you look at a picture of an orangutan or something, their eyes are actually like kind of smushed together. So I'm just drawing these two U's to give them that kind of... Alright. Next. actually going to turn this into a full-on circle. Doesn't connect quite here though, because we have this McDonald's golden arches. And bring it up and around. How does that feel, guys? Good? By the way, rip Steve Albini, man, that really hurt today. Dude, I couldn't believe that shit. That's crazy that he died. Yeah, dude, rip. He produced some of my favorite albums of all time. Huge fan of Fugazi in particular. Is like one of my favorite bands of all time. So I know he produced a lot of music for them. And yeah, crazy. He's got really good, also, the Jesus Lizard is like a really good album. Or do they have more than one album? He's great. He's awesome. Yeah. Jesus Lizard, Nirvana, Melt Banana. He's nuts, man. He was. Rest in peace. Yeah. And then the crazy part is that, like, dude, I was seeing, like, House of Decline. She was showing that Steve had, like, interacted with some of, like, her early comics. Or I was like, wait, what the fuck? And then, of course, I was like, did this guy follow me? Did Steve follow me? No, he didn't. But I was like, that's fucking crazy, man. That's an iconic, like, that. Steve is was a fucking legend. So anyway, rip to Steve. Yeah. Really inspirational, just in terms of, like, crazy ear. Crazy ability to produce. Really cool mentality, too. About the industry, I think. All right. Moving along. I'm actually going to make this monkey's head pretty big. So we're going to follow this kind of like... It's actually not exactly what I had in mind, but it kind of is funny, so I'm just going to go with it. Obviously, you can just feel this out as necessary, but I'm kind of creating this large upside-down heart-shaped situation. And this is the time that now I'm going back and I can connect that top shoulder here because I'm not worried about there being a space issue. And then I'm also going to make let's see. The body, which is just a bunch of C's. Nipple, belly button. Okay, let's add some more fuzzy here. And we're going to draw this other leg. And the foot is completely mimicking the one on the left here. See how I'm kind of just feeling it out? Working through it. This leg kind of came out like shit. It's okay though. Also, as I'm going, maybe when I'm waiting for you guys, I'll add some lines. Kind of add some texture or expression to the fur. As minimal as it might be, it does add something. I don't know what it is exactly, but it does add something. Give it a little more dimension. And look, we're still working just line by line. What's next? Oh, I actually skipped one technically, but I guess 8 and 9 were kind of interchangeable because they have no interaction. So technically this is 8 or 9. It's back shoulder. See how now it's like, especially like doing things in this kind of like one by one order kind of frees you by the end. Like once you've created the really important points, you it's just playing a kind of a game of like fill in the spots that need connecting essentially. I think this tip needs replacement. Okay, and now I'm just going to be following some of these lines because we're building the boat, the back of the boat. See that? Nice. Okay. And then lastly is the background, which honestly we kind of already touched on, but I might add some more water here. And then let's get rid of the pencil layer. See that? So now, there we go. Balance that. Look at that. Digging the button up inside. Yo, what up, Jorge? Thank you. I know it's been a minute since I dressed up for something, but I figured since I was coming back after a little bit of a hiatus, especially on the art classes, I figured it was good to dress the part. You like my football tie? Alright, now let's color it in. How's that sound? I'm going to take the easy way and just bucket fill. There we go. Easy. Peasy. Okay. The ocean. And I'm going to make this boat kind of a... Actually... Whoops. Look at that. Oh, and the banana. Almost forgot. La piece de resistance. Guys, next stream I'm fucking playing Balatro. I've been playing the shit out of Balatro in my downtime. Say it, look at that, dude. This guy's living the dream. This monkey's vibing. Heavy. Crazy vibing. How's everybody doing with the drawing? This was a fun one, I think. Let's see here. Hey, are your walls naked? Can I shout out Toonhole Chris? Toonhole Chris is the fucking man. He's so funny. Man, this monkey's vibing. What's Belacho? I'll try real quick on my phone. Love their comics. Toonhole Chris is the fucking man. No, Tuna Chris? Not Tuna Chris. Toonhole. Like a booty hole, but Toonhole. Chris. And Ryan. Shout out those boys, super funny. I just saw he posted it just showed up again on my feed, but he posted a really funny advertisement to buy his original art. The perspective ended up being higher up, so I had to draw some things differently. That's okay. I like that you're adapting. I'm really excited to see it, and you guys know who have been following along. I hope that somebody new has followed along who hasn't caught one of these before, I hope that you know that you can share it in the Beetle Moses Discord, as Main Game Boy has done before. If somebody wants to type !Discord in the chat, it'll get you that link. It's totally free to join. You can hop in there. You can say, what up? And you can also see everybody else's drawings at the end of the stream. Yeah, I have a ton of fun in there and seeing what you guys did at the end of the stream. So I'd love to see your art. Tuna hole? No. Toon hole, like T-O-O, like cartoon. Toon hole, Chris. Here's that Discord link. Alright. There's the Discord. Oh, and you guys also know that if you missed some of this, or if you want to see more of it, all of the VODs or VODs. Somebody made fun of me because I was saying one and it was the other one. Beetle Moses, what do you think of Beetle Israel? Oh boy. I appreciate. Let's just say this. I do appreciate your passion about the situation, but right now on this stream, I kind of am just avoiding getting into topics like that. Not for any particular reason other than the stream is just not for it. But keep fighting the good fight is what I'll say. Whoa. What the hell happened here? Hang on a second. Check out this, guys. Sometimes you guys drop a Twitter handle and I'll be like, what the hell did they say? Guys, fair warning. When you see an account show up eventually that has this prof pic, I can't totally confirm, but just know it's me. And I'm on my shit talking. I'm getting to it. Have you seen this man in your dream? Does anybody have any other questions? Let's see, hang on. Oh, here we go. Dustin Turner. Okay, let me see here. Any questions before we hop off here? Sorry, I just got an email. I just want to check on something real quick. There we go. Bing, ba boom, boom, boom. This is a short stream. Yeah, we kind of got through it pretty quick. And I'm also sweating in here. Will the rest of the Rat Beef music review come out soon with you and YOLO? Yeah, we recorded it all in one go. I know that Zach likes to... I want to see y'all react to Euphoria. Yeah, it definitely gets better, I think, as it goes on. I know Zach typically likes to space it out because we do drop the Patreon episodes on Fridays. We drawing another thing, or are we done for today? Why don't we? We're gonna game. We're gonna game real quick. We're gonna switch to gaming. Actually, you know what we'll do? Main Game Boy. You already know what I'm gonna say. Let's do this. The boat is throwing me, not gonna lie. Yeah, let me see here. Let me switch things around here. Uh-oh. Is my speaker gonna be super loud right now? Everybody loved that beat, and you guys were like, yo, fuck these. That is hysterical that people really liked it. I swear I was like, I was literally like, this beat fucking sucks. It was like, That's what it sounded like to me. Yo, Beetle Gang! Okay, wait, pardon me for just a moment. I don't know that this is... Oh, let me... Actually, this would be the one to do it. Yeah! Oh, hey, thank you. Fun fact, tomorrow's my birthday, so thanks for the early birthday gift by playing it. Whoa, everybody, can I get a happy birthday main Game Boy in the chat? Alright, we're gonna continue. I can't remember the controls though, if I'm being totally honest. Happy B-Day! I love that beat. It's literally like a classic Dirty South sample. Look, man, what do I know? Alright. Happy birthday, main Game Boy! I can't remember, did I come from this direction? It's not seeming like it. Ooh. I'm trying to remember what I've already done, because I don't want to be going back. This feels different. The Incredible Gooner. Great name. Yo, Beetle, new fan of your work, of your art and the podcast. Keep up the great work and have a happy birthday. Thank you. Well, it's not my birthday, but thank you. I'll pass on the well wishes to main Game Boy, but I do appreciate you. Thank you for your kind words. I appreciate that. Sorry if the sound's not coming in double, right? Because I have it playing over my speakers. What is this? That's a shopkeeper. It looks like a pot on a table. What am I looking at? Oh, I get it. Rare flora. What's that? It's like childhood. These flowers smell like an old person's breath. Why do old people really smell the same? Oh, the music's too loud. Oh, you're right. Oh my god, it's super loud. Sorry, how's that? Is that too low, or is that a good mix? He says feel free to browse through my collection, but I don't have any... Nothing's happening. Taking it slow, smell the flowers. Okay, I got an achievement for that. Okay. What the hell? Like, some of these guys, I don't realize they're characters or see the faces until I interact with them. And then I can't unsee it. Alright. Whoa. What the hell? Hey. Blub blub. Blub. I feel that I'm destined to do great things in my lifetime. Okay. What is that? Brown mage? Who's out there? No one is out there. It's kind of an emergency. Could you get some toilet paper? Wait, where did I just see the toilet paper? Where was it? Here? Where was the toilet paper? Didn't I just see some? Bless you. Make the music louder, but keep the sound effects the same. Okay. I don't know how to do that, TBH. Oh, okay. Alright, battle. Music. Here, sound effects. Okay. How's this? That seems good, right? Okay. Okay, I gotta... Wow. Where did I just see? Somebody just mentioned toilet paper. What am I... Oh. Yeah. Yes, I want to save. Okay, another shop. Oh wait, this is a circle. Hang on a sec. Who just told me about the toilet paper? Oh, I have to find a roof for him. The hell? That's such a weird, like, function. Okay. This one was also locked, right? What? Love. What the hell? Where do I find the lid for this guy? This is just a circle. Is there something in the shop? What do you think? Oh, wait, he's wearing a lid. How do I get that lid? What the hell do I do? He's wearing the lid. I got a VIP card, a magic 8-ball. Oh, I gotta go to a different area? Okay. Yo, Everhood, yo, Hot Paper, you know this game? Hot Paper confirmed Everhood fan. I was totally put onto this game by Main Game Boy. What's happening, Hot Papy? Who linked you up? Main Game Boy, the birthday boy. I go back dancing? Wait, what? Did I already go there? Oh. What the hell? What is that? Uh-oh. That was weird. Am I okay? Drop by to say hi, gotta go to bed. Love ya, Hot Paper. Sleep tight, snug as a bug in a rug. Love ya, baby. The gnome in the inventory gives good advice. Okay. Whoa. Oh. What the hell? Okay. It's spooky dark in here. Okay, let me get out of this. Yeah, in this case, he did not give me very good advice. Can I go there? Oh, stop right there, Red Hood. Whoa! Night lost. This guy in his undies. Go back to where you came from and I won't hurt you. Should I fight him? Let's go. Called my bluff, huh? What the hell? I won't bother you, there's no point in it. I know I won't beat you anyway. That's it? Come on, buddy. That's it? Oh, I didn't realize I could run. What's... Oh. Do you want to ride the cart? Sure. Where the hell is this going to take me? The fuck? Oh! Here we go. Oh, okay, well now we're moving. What the hell's going on? Oh, do I have to... What the hell? This is bizarre. Oh my god, I gotta continue... Oh no. Ah! Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, I'm in my bag now. Oh, no, I'm not. Fuck. Fuck me. No, please. Oh my god. No, don't hurt me. You doing too much. Oh god. Okay, I made it. And mailbox. Secret entrance to the cursed castle. That's good. Property of Irvine. Okay. Get me up there. First try. Easy. Easy clap. Hello? Oh, it's you again. What the hell do you want? Go be annoying somewhere else. I'm busy. I remember fighting that guy. He was a huge pain in the ass. Ooh, save point. Well, first save. It said maze. What's the maze? Wait. Okay. Door is locked. Rasta Beast. The key to the locked door is somewhere in the maze. Oh. Oh no. Ooh, that's spooky. Look at this fucking guy. Freddy. Hi. Oh, ha. Fancy seeing you here. It's just a spooky place. I'm known as Freddy here. What the hell? Who are these guys? Do I want a very long plank or a long plank? Very long plank. Whoa. They're hard to handle, and they come with a price. Are you sure? Yes. Alright, matey. Actually, for you, you also need... Shoot, I forgot. Hey, Muck, yeah. What do you need to rent a very long plank? You mean the diploma of certification for handling a very long plank? Yes. Uh-oh, here we go. This shit is bizarre. Oh, God. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Yeah, you thought. Oh. The stream's not gonna get copyright claim because of the music, is it? Wow. Made it that far. Fuck. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh! I was doing so good. Banger alert. He's insane. You haven't even seen nothing, bro. Second try. Alright, technically it was the first try because the first one was not even a try, it was practice round. You know in Mario Party, where you can do a practice round? That's what that was. That was just to get a feel. Fuck. Banger alert. Ooh. Sorry guys, I'm locked in. If I was making making commentary right now, I'd lose. Oh! You are worthy of the diploma of... Hell yeah, there it is up on the wall. And of course, here's your very long plank. Based. First try, easy clap. What am I gonna do with this fucking plank, man? What the hell do I do with this? Okay. That's definitely... I mean, what? There's gonna be like a path for me to cross, or like a chasm. Is that a door? That looks like a door to me. Ooh. Oh no, that's the entrance. What the fuck? Oh, what is this? Oh, who the hell is that? Character design in this game is phenomenal. Purple Mage Castle has a consequence. I didn't hear it whisper. Is that all you... Okay. I'm gonna go. What is this? I don't think they copyright strike you, but your stream would get muted, but it should be fine. What? I have to imagine for like a game like this. Oh. That's my very long plank. That was quick. The music was made for the game. Okay, yeah, I'm assuming that the creators wouldn't do something like that anyway. Oh, what is this tiny hidey hole? Hey, a game console. Yes, absolutely I do. I warn you, I am quite good. Smega. Okay. Whoa. Oh shit, okay, that's a new thing. Ah. Oh, do I have to hit every single one? Dear God, that's hard. Oh. Shit. Okay. Alright, there we go. Boom. Ah! Fuck, I can't do that. Stop dying so fast the songs are pop. There's no... I can't even get it past the first three. That new... I also like that I'm in this, like... Dude, I hit that one! Alright, one more. He really did warn me. How many do I have to hit? Ah! Shit. This is why sometimes, like, with video games, I'm just embarrassed to even, like, do gaming streams, because the truth is... Oh, it's a really gamer. That was actually a good round. Okay, I got one more in me. One more. My girlfriend's waiting me for dinner. One more. Just one. Just one more. This is why you play Roller Coaster Tycoon so much? Yes. I like a game that there's no winning or losing. It's just tormenting the inhabitants, the NPC inhabitants of the game. That's my favorite type of game. That is fucking hard. This game looks awesome. It's called Everhood. If you ever want to play again, I will be here. Dude, that's so menacing. That game's awesome. That was awesome. Alright, just one more interaction. Let me just see what's going on here. The maze monster lurks here. If it finds you, try to escape. It's relentless. Oh. Sorry, I forgot what it was. Okay. Let me... Whoa! I just got fucking attacked by the maze monster. hell no. Fuck me, man. I was about to log off. Wait, there was a red button there. What does that do? This is easy clap. When they invented this game, they didn't realize that I was so good. The jump pads help you escape. Okay, let me see if I can escape. Oh, this one goes on forever unless you hit a jump pad? That is scary. No! Gotta keep an eye open for a jump pad. Fuck me! Are you serious? Do I have to jump on it? I must. Come on, bro. Damn! Just walk into it. Cool design on this monster, by the way. Oh, the music is great, too. Is it one guy? It must be. It's a team of people, right? Or is it one guy? Oh, thank God. Oh! The monster moves so fast, it's like inescapable. He just runs up on you. Get me out of here. Beetle scared. Get me out of here. Let me hit that save point real quick. Holy shit. Oh my God. I want to save the fact that I beat that Nosferatu guy at least. Wait, did that work? Save. Oh. Nice. Alright guys, I gotta hop off because I gotta go get dinner with my chickie poo. But, let me just say something. Hang on a sec. Let me do this. There's the chat. We switch to this. Perfect. Alright. Guys, I just want to be addressing you when I'm looking at you. Just got home. No, I'm gonna. Okay, well, I'll let you in on a little secret. Okay. I'll let you in on a little secret. Friday, my girlfriend goes out of town, which means I'm just gonna be chilling, baby, all night. I'm just chilling, which means put chat back on screen. I want to be famous. Here's the chat. Which means I got an ad. Damn, I see a lot of non-subscribed people in chat. Just the boys. Can never hear juicy secrets. This is cruel. Look, it's me. I'm in the chat. I see a lot of unsubscribed people in chat right now who got hit with a Red Bull ad. That's not my fault, baby. That ain't my fault. I'm just living my life. I'm doing my job. Alright? That's not. Alright guys. Let me tell you this. Even while there's an ad on. Hopefully the ad ends in a second, so you will hear me say the following words, which is that I am planning on streaming a lot over the next week. A lot more than I have been. I know I'm barely scraping by on like once a week, but I'm gonna have, my whole schedule is gonna have freed up a bit. I got this very big project out of the way. Look at all the non-subs returning from hell. That's what you get, a Red Bull ad. Anyway, I'm gonna be streaming a lot more next week for sure. Just because I will be chilling here. I'm just kidding. It looks like you're already subbed anyway, Main Game Boy, so don't worry about it. Right? Isn't that what that little thing means? Maybe not. Anyway, I'm gonna be streaming a lot more next week, so I hope you'll tune in. I have to do a Balatro stream at some point. I've been playing a ton of it, and now I feel like I'm at a point where I'm good enough to actually do like a good stream. We'll play some more Roller Coaster Tycoon. I just cannot get enough of that fucking game. We'll do some more drawing as well. I know we get so many requests. Don't be mean, I'm mentally ill. Okay, I'll be nice. We get a ton of requests to do drawing streams like more frequently than I already do, so I'm gonna continue. We'll keep the more of the art streams going. I know that they are valuable to you guys, and you take away. I want to believe that you take away from it. Every time I get a letter in the mail that's like really nice or something, everybody says that the streams have really helped them like get inspired, and which is amazing to me because I really feel like I'm just talking out of my ass. But I do really appreciate that, and I want you guys to feel like you're growing as artists, and that you have a little, maybe just like, just somebody to kind of just, help stand next to you on your artistic journey. I'm very happy to help like walk you through it. I'm learning, as I go, and I think it helps to sometimes talk about my ideas as I'm feeling them out, and people get something out of it. That's great. Okay, I love you. Please, let me tell you one more thing. I'm pulling this back on so I can type into it easily. Sorry, no more celebrities in the chat. Guys, if you're watching right now, all I ask, and I know people are like, I'm broke. This is free. It's free, and it helps me out. If you click that link to Comics Kingdom, okay, first of all, you get early access to Beetle Moses comics right there. You see them before they're on social media, which is huge. So you can see them there. All I ask in return, and it doesn't cost a thing, click the heart. Do you have to create an account for the like to work? You might. I think you might have to put an email in, I think, for the like to work. But it's free. It's totally free. And I think they just asked for an email. So if you do that and you're able to click that like on there, then that helps me out a lot. I get kickback from it. And also, I would encourage you to actually check out the site and check out that page, because by liking it, by favoriting my page and looking at it, you're going to see some comics on there that are not on social media. You're going to see some new stuff that you haven't seen. There is even like a subscribed option, which I think is like $2 or something. You can like single subscribe to Beetle Moses. I'm not asking you to do that, but you see even farther in advance. Kind of a behind the scenes, but my Comics Kingdom is my syndicate. So I work for them. So Lefty Orbiter based alert, creating an account. The Comics Kingdom is my syndicate. I actually get paid for my work through my comics through them, which is amazing. But obviously, I would love to hit a point where the comics are like I feel like I'm making a living off of it. You know what I mean? And I wasn't so stretched thin, because then I could just deliver more and more and more. So if you guys check out that site and you want to get early access to it, it helps me out big time. And it's actually a really cool site. Like there's a ton of other cool webcomic artists and old comics too. Some history. Comics Kingdom is owned by King Features, which is like it's the oldest comic syndicate in America. So they have stuff on there that is like Crazy Cat, which if you guys haven't read Crazy Cat, that is like insane classic comic. It's still good. It's still like funny today. Like OG, like nothing that we have today in terms of like gag comic strips would exist without Crazy Cat, and the entire archive is on there. I definitely recommend perusing the site. There's some other really funny webcomic artists on there too. And there's something I think that feels a little bit like deluxe about it. You don't have to, sift through a bunch of bullshit on social media or even on some other websites. No shade, no tea, but on like Webtoons or something, there's so much stuff. Comics Kingdom is all stuff that's owned or distributed. There are some bangers on there. It's all distributed by King Features, so it's all stuff that they distribute. And so I think there's a certain barometer for like really fresh material on there. There's obviously fresh material that's not on there. I'm not saying that everyone on there is like better than the rest, but I do think it's really cool if you want to click around on there and check out some of the other stuff. It's a really cool site. What else can I tell you? Just make sure to favorite Beetle Moses, and I'm gonna continue to plug that more because I think the more viewership that I get on there, honestly, the more money will come in from that website for me, and the more I can just make comics. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always drawing comics in the background, but I can really just be making more if I feel like it's like my full-time thing, and I'm not stressed about stretching myself between other projects. So, if you want to be part of that and help me out with that, please check it out. Yeah, like Tequila Sunset said, it's really quick and easy to make an account on there. So please check that out. I appreciate all of you who have already. Probably would help if people shared out your comics to friends and family from that site. Yeah, hell yeah. Is G Prime on there? Last time I checked, he's not on there. Comics Kingdom probably tracks that. Yeah, dude. If you guys are going, I mean, obviously, I always love when people are sharing my comics anywhere. I don't have to want to specify for you where you should share them. But if you send it out and more people see that site, or they see like, hey, wait a minute, there's Beetle Moses comics on here that I've never seen that aren't on there. You know what I mean? That's all great for me. I'll send the ballsack alien one to my grandma. You laugh, but you know what? Sometimes I know that I've hit like a banger when I get like my grandma will. Sometimes she'll email me and tell me that she really liked the comic that I posted. And if I think it's funny and my grandma also think it's funny, I think that's a win, because it just means that it's timeless. You know what I mean? I know there's some stuff that's like really wacky or pop culture references that no one over 30 is going to understand. Will there be a continuation of the saga of the raccoons in a trench coat? Did they get their groceries? Yeah, I'm definitely. It's so funny you mentioned that. One of the guys, Alex from King Features, who's kind of like that's my boy. He's basically like my point of contact. I'm talking to him a lot about just like future Beetle Moses projects and stuff like that. He is like obsessed with the raccoon comics, and he's always asking me to draw more. So yes, I will definitely. She will email me. Yes, my grandma will email me when I post something to social media. People demand answers. All right, guys. What can I say? I love you so much. Thank you so much to everyone who's watching, who's been a part of it. Make sure to follow that VOD. Is it VOD or VOD? YouTube.com/@BeetleMoses. If you scroll up a little bit, that link's right there. All of the previous streams are available on there, and this one's going to go up there too. All right, guys. Love ya, love ya, love ya. I will talk to you later. 07's in the chat. Ooh, you know what we should do? You know what's a nice thing to do? Bum, 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 bum. We will be raiding. Bum, 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 bum. Who are we going to raid? I know who we're going to raid. Motherfucking loading artist is streaming. That crazy bastard. Okay, my friends, we are going to raid this guy. Please be nice and send him my best wishes in the chat. Raid loading artist. He's a goated webcomic artist, and he draws some really funny shit too. So tell him I said hello. Thanks for playing Everhood again. Love you, main Game Boy. Happy birthday, my friend. I will see you in the Discord. I will see you in the chat. I will see you on the next stream, which will be sometime early next week. Love you, love you, love you. TTYL, guys. We're going to raid loading artist right now. Everybody load up. And I'll see you soon. Thank you again. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This was a really fun stream. And, alright. 14 viewers. Raid now. See you later.